What's up, guys? Sergeant D's here, and WrestleMania 30 has come and gone, and I'm speechless of the experience that I had. Like, it was amazing. Me and Quantrix02, we tore up New Orleans, or Nolans, like I keep saying. It was phenomenal. I will probably never experience anything like it. I had a blast. Like, it was amazing. If you guys ever get a chance to go to WrestleMania, take my word for it. Take anyone who's ever been's word for it. There will not be a single person that you ask if they had a great time, they'll say no. There's not a damn way. There really isn't. But guys, I'm on my way home. But my experience has been great. I've been keeping up with the videos. You guys have gotten to see pretty much everything I've done. It was amazing, like all the signings, all the superstars I met. WrestleMania was amazing. The Hall of Fame ceremony was amazing. Raw last night was amazing. Let's start with the Hall of Fame ceremony. The Hall of Fame ceremony was inspiring. I personally always wanted to be a professional wrestler. I'm kind of small. I would have to get in the gym for quite some time. But honestly, the Hall of Fame ceremony has pushed me to the point where I almost see it possible. So I might pursue that. You never know. I'm going to try not to be like every other guy and lady that have ever said they wanted to be a wrestler just as a childhood dream. I want to make it a reality eventually, but we'll see how that goes. In the words of Jake the Snake Roberts, it's not where you start, it's where you finish that matters. And like I said, it was inspiring. Seeing all the things Lita overcame, seeing all the things Jake the Snake Roberts overcame, seeing Ultimate Warrior, seeing Carlos Colon, seeing the tribute that was paid to Paul Bear. It was just amazing. Like, Razor Ramon, seeing some of the things he's done in his career, it was phenomenal. It was a very emotional experience nonetheless. Then that brings us to WrestleMania. The first segment already had me hooked. I mean, you had Hulk Hogan come out, which we knew he was there. He was the host. Then you had Stone Cold Steve Austin's music. They came out, had a little segment. And then finally, the shocker of the night, The Rock came back. And they had themselves a good time, enjoyed a beer, 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 in the ring. And if that wasn't enough, Triple H versus Daniel Bryan was an amazing match. Triple H's entrance surpasses an inch. It gave me that boss type feeling. It made me feel like Daniel Bryan has fought all these superstars and beaten them, but he was at the boss fight. And Triple H was the big boss. It was amazing. He came out in the King of Kings gear. He looked like Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat. It was freaking awesome. And just seeing that in person was amazing. Our seats was right behind the panel, so we actually got to see Shawn Michaels, Trish Stratus. We got to see Mick Foley. We got to see Booker T, Josh Matthews, and Alex Riley. It was, again, amazing. But, it was just, oh my god, it was crazy. More matches on the card. You had John Cena versus Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family in his corner, and everything about that match was perfect. The setup, the temptation of John Cena, the chants, everyone in that crowd, with the exception of a few little kids, were behind Bray Wyatt, and it had to be. They played the part of it tearing apart John Cena, that he was tired of being booed. And I'm definitely looking forward to what happens next in John Cena's career. after that, oh yeah, I forgot about the tag team match. The tag team match was in the kickoff. It was amazing. Of course, Los Matadores being eliminated first, followed by Rybaxel, and then it came down to the Real Americans and the Usos, and the crowd was split 50-50. It was amazing. When we say ooh, y'all say oh, and the crowd would go crazy. We, the people, the crowd would go crazy. And when the smoke cleared from their epic battle, the Usos stood tall, retaining their tag team titles, and we saw the split of the Real Americans. And it was just amazing. Then the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, I thought Big Show was going to win. And Cesaro, the strength of Cesaro, picking up Big Show and throwing him over the top rope. It was amazing to see. And oh my god, just what a card. And then, oh man, the streak. Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar. And I'm practically speechless. It was something else. That's all I gotta say. The match, it was pretty hard hitting, but it wasn't very long. And Undertaker kicked out of 2 F5s. And freaking Brock Lesnar picked up and powerbombed the Undertaker off of 2 Hell's Gates. And then it was going for the tombstone. And he reversed it into an F5. And I thought we were going to see another false finish. But the F5 connected. 1, 2, 3. And the feeling in that arena, and the feeling in that entire Superdome was silent. Jaws dropped, eyes widened. The crowd was silent for a good 30 minutes afterwards. It was shocking. The crowd erupted. They were tremendously pissed that it had happened. But finally, Brock Lesnar's music played after awkward silence. And up on those Titantrons, 21-1. The Undertaker's legendary, immortal WrestleMania streak had been ended by the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. The crowd was irate. Brock Lesnar now held an accolade that no one in the WWE, WWF, NWA, any wrestling federation has ever done, and that was break Undertaker's legendary WrestleMania streak. It was bone-chilling. And then Undertaker, everyone showed complete respect as he got up and walked out. But I'm still speechless. Like, I can't believe that a piece of WrestleMania history, a piece of WrestleMania, the piece that was possibly going to make WrestleMania 32 in Dallas, Texas, break the all-time record for attendance, is gone. Just like that. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty upset about it, but the fact is that I was there. Me and Quantrix 02 got to witness history. We got to witness the end of an era, if you will. The streak, the WrestleMania streak is over. And it's just crazy to see that it's gone. Man, it's phenomenal. Then after that, it was the Divas Invitational, the Vicky Guerrero's Divas Title Invitational. 13 against 1 odds for AJ Lee. There was some awesome spots in that match, but the fact is that match was buried by the fact that the streak had been ended and the crowd was not pleased by any means. Jaws wide open, like they couldn't understand that it actually happened. Everyone thought it was a screw job. Everybody thought it was a botched ending. And anyways, keeping with the Divas Invitational here, it was an amazing match from what I saw of it. The Bellas took each other out. Nikki Bella hitting that vintage backbreaker on her sister. AJ Lee making Naomi tap out to the Black Widow and retaining her title. And then it was time. Daniel Bryan had won earlier on that night against Triple H. And it was time for the main event. Batista entered. Randy Orton entered. And finally, the Yes Movement erupted. That crowd, the static, the electricity, the phenomenal energy that was bursting through that building known as the Yes Movement. Daniel Bryan came out. The crowd did not, like the streak being over or not, it did not stop the Yes Movement from showing their love for Daniel Bryan. And it was an amazing match. Some amazing spots in that match. From the Batista bomb into an RKO through the table to the reversal on the steel steps and the back bump that Batista took. The jump over the spear that led to a shoulder blocker headbutt into Daniel Bryan by Randy Orton. Scott Armstrong coming back. The corrupt referee from months ago that screwed Daniel Bryan in the very beginning. The Flying Goat taking out Stephanie McMahon, Scott Armstrong, and Triple H. The Sledgehammer taking out Triple H. An amazing match. The Stretcher taking out Daniel Bryan. But the Yes Movement refueling that tank of Daniel Bryan's and him able to get off of the stretcher. And it was just amazing. I mean, the Batista bomb, the running knee into the Yes Lock. The crowd erupted. Batista tried to fight it. The crowd erupted even louder. The Batista tried to fight it, and finally, Batista tapped out. And the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Daniel Bryan. And the Yes chants filled up the arena to the very top. It was an amazing feeling. If you guys missed WrestleMania 30, get the WWE Network. If you already have it, go back. It's on there. Check it out. It was phenomenal. Like, possibly one of the best WrestleManias, in my opinion, since WrestleMania 20. If this does not beat WrestleMania 20, it was amazing. It was just, oh man. And then Raw the following night, last night, surprises as RVD returning, Alexander Rusev making his debut, and wasn't really happy about the fact that he basically destroyed Zack Ryder, which I kind of saw that coming. I wanted to say Zack Ryder was going to get some sort of push possibly this year, and maybe he still will, but not a way to start off this new season, if you will, on Raw. Oh man, but not only that, but just a lot of things happening. We saw Bo Dallas promo saying he was coming to the WWE's main roster. That's pretty awesome. And then the man I like in NXT, not the guy, my main guy. Can't remember how his theme song goes off the top of my head. I have to actually hear it. But the Exotic Express, Adam Rose, coming to the main roster as well. We saw that promo. That was pretty amazing. I mean, then you had AJ Lee coming out and talking about 295 days. And at that moment, you knew she was going to lose the Divas title, but you weren't sure of who was going to come out. In the back of my mind, I knew who was going to come out, but I didn't want to think it and be disappointed. But then the music hit. The NXT Divas champion, Paige. The diva that I met at Access and got a picture with that I'm very proud of. It was awesome to meet her. She's a very nice young lady. Paige came out. And at first, AJ Lee kind of pushed her around, and then the Black Widow, and I actually thought for a split second Paige was going to tap out and her debut was going to be that quick. But no, reversed into the Paige Turner. 1, 2, 3. And Paige was the first ever and the only ever diva to hold the NXT and WWE Divas Championship in the history of the WWE. And it was just amazing feeling that crowd. The main event being none other than the Game, Triple H versus Daniel Bryan for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Daniel Bryan came out, celebrating some more. And here comes Randy Orton and Batista roughing up Daniel Bryan, beating the hell out of him. All of a sudden, Kane's music hits. He comes out. There's an RKO. There's a Batista bomb. There's a choke slam to Daniel Bryan. And Triple H's music hits. Triple H comes out there, stands over Daniel Bryan. The bell rings for the match to begin. Daniel Bryan unconscious, lifeless body laying in the middle of the ring. Oh man, wait, before I go to that, missed one very important part. Da 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 da. That's right, Antonio Cesaro and the trophy celebration with Hulk Hogan. Zeb Coulter came out with Antonio Cesaro, and Antonio Cesaro, after hearing Zeb Coulter talk about how I'm being a Zeb Coulter guy, Antonio Cesaro shocked the world and announced that he was a Paul Heyman guy. That is right. You guys are not hearing me incorrectly. If you guys missed Raw, you missed the announcement. Antonio Cesaro is a Paul Heyman guy, which that led to Paul Heyman in Antonio Cesaro's corner versus Jack Swagger in Zeb Coulter's corner. And Antonio Cesaro, the King of Swing, beat Jack Swagger by countout because he ran away like a coward. But that was amazing, and I can't believe I forgot that. But again, back in the main event. I know this is a long video, guys, but this is the experience summed up into one big video. Daniel Bryan lifeless, the bells rung. The Shield chants start, the Hounds of Justice chants start, and sure enough, the Shield's music hits. They charge the ring. On one side of the ring, the center of the ring is Triple H and the lifeless body of Daniel Bryan. On the left side, Randy Orton, Batista, and Kane. And on the right side, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Dean Ambrose. And the brawl ensued with a spear to Triple H. And then the brawl went crazy. Shield cleared the ring. The running knee to Triple H. And the Shields, or the Hound of Justice, and Daniel Bryan, everyone in the crowd on their feet. The show went off the air as the Authority backed down. It was phenomenal. The only part about Raw I didn't like, besides the fact that Bray Wyatt won in the 6-man tag, was I liked that match. I liked the fact that he won. I do not like the fact that they randomly teamed him up with Big E Langston and Sheamus. That didn't really make sense to me. There was no promo about John Cena's legacy. There was no promo about Bray Wyatt losing to John Cena. There was nothing about their match. And I don't understand that. I guess, they couldn't, with all the surprise and everything, they couldn't fit it in there. But, guys, like I said, this was a phenomenal experience. You guys seem to like when I do more videos like this. My voice is gone almost. My voice is cracking really bad. I can hear it now. It was a phenomenal experience, like I said. If you guys ever get a chance to go to WrestleMania Access, WrestleMania, the Hall of Fame, and the Raw after, do it. It's kind of expensive, no doubt about it, but do it. It was amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I'm going to do more videos like this. Wrestling news, wrestling updates, wrestling predictions, wrestling, what I feel about wrestling. And of course, I'm going to be doing my universe. Well, speaking of that, I think I've decided, only because there is one video of mine that has over 1,000 views, and you guys like it. You guys love it. And it makes me proud to say that that was my hardest working video. I spent 2 weeks on that video, and it has over 1,600 views. For the top guys in YouTube, that's not a lot. For me, that's a lot. And I want to thank you guys. I also want to thank my subscriber I actually met while I was in New Orleans. His name was Ricky. I did not catch his last name. I mean, he was awesome. Like, I got to meet him. I couldn't talk long, of course, because we were in the line for access and everything like that. Over at, not really access or whatever, we're near the NXT thing. And Quantrix met a few of his subscribers, and it was pretty awesome. I mean, Quantrix has like 500 subscribers, and he met 3 or 4 people that knew his videos and recognized him. I had 38, and I met 1. It was pretty awesome, the fact that I met that 1 out of 38. That is awesome, guys. I love meeting fans. I understand I don't have that big of a fan base, but it was, amazing. It felt good. It made me feel my hard work is paying off, and I'm going to continue to make these videos, and I'm going to continue doing the things you guys like to see. It's over. The era of putting up things I want to make is over. It's all about what you guys want to see. This is going to be your YouTube channel, not mine. And speaking of that, back to what I was saying before, WrestleMania 30, my 3-hour long CPV I made with Zack Ryder finally winning the WWE Championship against Randy Orton and Alberto Del Rio. It was It has over 1,600 views and still going up. You guys love it. And it has led to the conclusion that WYE is most likely not going to be around much longer. Making a CAW federation or making a CAW mix with WWE Federation is really hard. You have to make personalities for all these CAWs. I mean, I do it already with NWF. I don't make up the personalities, but I play two personas. I play Rob Van Dam and I play Dylan Evans. And that's hard enough keeping up with their personalities. NWF, I feel like with WYE, I've kind of stole from NWF and I don't like it. I use characters that NWF uses. I understand NWF's not a YouTube vet, and WYE is, but I like NWF. I love it. Hell, no, I do not like NWF. I love NWF. I love doing it with Negative. I love doing it with Zach Roth. I love doing it with Quantrix02. I love doing it with Philly Fanatic, sorry. I love doing it with just everyone on the roster. We have Lexi Moniz, who just joined us. Chris Marshall, he's the guy who's been there basically like mirroring and parallel to my career in NWF. I love doing it, guys. So if you guys are seeing this video and you guys are part of NWF, it's just amazing experiencing it. But I'm not gonna run your ears off, but I most likely am going to start doing the universe mode again. I'm probably gonna, I guess, if I do it, I'm probably gonna start from Extreme Rules, go back to what happened at Extreme Rules and start from there, pick up where I left off. It depends. I'll have to look at it, see what you guys like. I'll go back over my videos, see what has the most views, what has the most likes, and adapt to that. But guys, again, your support has been phenomenal. I appreciate it. I hope you guys have enjoyed my WrestleMania experience. And I've definitely enjoyed meeting up with Quantrix02 and spending the weekend with him. He's a great guy. If you guys have not seen his videos, you guys are not one of his 500 subscribers, be one of them. Because he makes awesome content. What's New with Quantrix02 is possibly one of the greatest YouTube shows I've ever seen. And, yeah, guys, again, this has been a long video, I understand it, so if you guys have watched it this far, I appreciate it, but I got a long trip back, and I better stop recording and actually start driving before I die, and this turns into a memorial video. But, ladies and gentlemen, again, I hope you guys have enjoyed my WrestleMania experience. Stay tuned for future content. Like, subscribe, and as always, let me know in the comment section below what you guys want to see next. What is next that you guys want to see on this YouTube channel, and spread the word. I'm not going to beg for subscribers, but the more subscribers, the more obligated I'm going to feel to, you know, entertain you guys. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Sergeant D's and his WrestleMania experience, I appreciate you guys for watching. Peace.